Hello, friends. Ruthie Renee on day 2 of the Eclipse portal. Did you get to see the eclipse yesterday? I was driving all day long, so I didn't. We were probably actually packing when it happened, but I saw so many amazing, beautiful pictures, and I heard a ton of really cool stories of the things that are coming up and the self and the conflict and the cognitive dissonance that you're feeling in your minds and the circumstances coming up, and it's all so good. It's so good. I don't know how you feel about astrological signs and things like that. I don't think, again, I don't think it matters. It's just opportunity to like shift your thinking and be curious in a little way. I do follow Ali Duzette, and if you're a Christian, she has a Christian view of astrology. And so I really appreciate her thoughts. Today, Mars is in the sky, in the whatever on the clock it is, and I don't even know what it's called or how it works. But we hear on social media, we hear a lot about Mars and when it's in retrograde and what that means for you and the aggression and the war and the feeling of conflict that comes when Mars is in the house. And I just want to offer a suggestion to you that everything, if we believe in the law of polarity, which if you don't know about the law of polarity, I actually have a universal laws whole playlist. Go find the law of polarity so you understand a little bit better. But it's just simply there's a positive and a negative charge to everything. So everything in your life has opportunity, equal opportunity for positive or negative. You get to choose how you want to view it and see it and add to it. And so it is that way. And so as you're going through the day, or maybe you're listening to this at the end of the day, or maybe even tomorrow, go back and look at Sunday, October 15th. What was it like for you? Did any conflict arise? Was there resolution to that conflict? I actually like conflict. I like a good debate. I like sharing. I don't like fighting. So if this were conflict, if this were Mars energy, say, there's two different ends, right? There's two different charges, and we can choose where along the spectrum you want to stay and reside or move from, and it's up to you. And one side might be work for one situation where the other side is best for another situation. I'm going to talk about macho and moose. Did you watch the videos I had with the waves, the mind surfing? We had mind surfing 101 and mind surfing 201 was our September class. And I shared that here. If you want to watch it for free, you're welcome to. But we talked about macho and moose. They're two I think they need to be cartoon characters. I've told my sister-in-law, like, you guys, they should, yeah. Anyway, that's my own thoughts. Macho is on the one spectrum of conflict, the Mars energy. He is aggressive and impulsive and hot-headed and loud and barky, and he would be the type of person that's going to be like this in your face and tell you how it needs to be and what you're doing wrong and why they are right. That is one side of the Mars energy. And then on the other side, we have real confidence, moose who just lets macho yip 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 and get it all out, and he's not moved. He is so solid and sure of himself and really truly confident that he doesn't have to. And so I want to show you, I want you to feel this too. So play with me and practice. This like just happened a few minutes ago and it was so hilarious. We were in my bedroom and in the restroom, and my husband turned around and he did something, and just the color of the shirt he has on and the way it was laying, and I don't know how it went, but I was just a little, I wanted to touch. I'm a little touchy-feely. And so I went to grab his pecs, and he backed off and he's like, I'm not in the mood. And he wasn't mad, but he was just like, no, not feeling really comfortable right now. And I was. and I wanted my way. So we had a conflict. I wanted to touch him. He didn't want to be touched. But here's what happened when we moved, he started leaving the room, and I'm going to show you my body language. And I stopped him. I moved right in front of him. Let me fix this. So I moved right in front of him and I blocked the doorway and I said, hold on a second. And I I did my Wonder Woman pose and I had a smile on my face. I'm like, hey, wait a second. Now, and I puffed my chest out. I became powerful and confident and assertive. And I said, I love you and I love your body and I just want to touch it right now. And it was so fun that he played around long and didn't even know it. Instead of pushing back, he put his hand on the wall and just sat there and smiled at me. And so then I got to, it was so much fun. I just reached my arms underneath his arms and we hugged and giggled, and it was just so much fun. That is how we handled that wee little conflict. And it can happen that way more often if we lead from a place of self-worth, self-love, and that spills over into ultimately love for everybody else. Remember that whole first and great commandment thing from God? Love God with all your heart, mind, and strength. And then the second is like unto it, love your neighbor as yourself. So the way I see it, and I can be completely wrong, I'm wrong all the time, but I'd love to know what you think. When you're coming from a place in conflict of love, when you add love to whatever it is, and curiosity, courageous curiosity, because courageous curiosity means you're willing to see the parts where you need to shift and change and grow. And so you have your side and they have their side, and maybe neither one of them are completely right. That's usually how it is. It's somewhere in between. We have the wide spectrum of opportunity in any given situation. You have your way, they have theirs. But what if what we do is put them together so we are now connected and we have middle ground? I'll talk more about middle ground later on in the month and fence sitting. Do you ever feel like a fence sitter, or have people put you down because you're on the fence and I don't know which way I want to go? We're definitely going to talk about that. Okay, so there's what I have to offer you. Think things through when a conflict is coming up. The aggressive, impulsive, hot-headed energy that wants you to point your finger and demand your way because that's all you see. Take a breath, take a pause, go to the restroom, put your hands under warm water, do some coping techniques to pull you back out of fight or flight and into a soft, open space. Now, of course, this is with a safe person. You're not going to do that if you can be in mortal danger. But most of our conflicts we have are with people that we actually like and love. So if that's the case, take a breath and feel your body soften right now. Like, where's your body at? Are you holding in tightness in your stomach, shoulders, neck? Like, it's just here. The energy's here. How are you responding to life and your circumstances? I hope you have fun with it today, because I see any conflict, cognitive dissonance. It's all it is. It's, I feel one way about this, and I also feel another way about this. And usually when we are triggered by other people and their locked in decision is simply because we're not 100% sure that we are right, but we still want to fight to be right. Aren't we silly? We're so silly. But opportunity, the conflict has opportunity because it gives you the opportunity to choose again. Take a look at it, open it up. Do I have to feel this way? Is there another more helpful way? Do I want this more than I want peace with this person? Is there a way to have both and come meet in the middle? So, good luck with your conflicts that come up today in your mind or with other people. And I'd love to know how things are working out for you. Let me know.